Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
White tap. Hello everyone. Dina, Jules, and Squaxed. I just said hello everyone. My name is Dina Jules. And I come from a long line of chiefs and medicine people from the Tecumseh to Secwepemc. My late paternal grandfather was Joe Jules, who was a former band counselor for many years, and he also served as acting chief. My late grandmother was Agnes Duncan. My maternal grandfather is former band counselor Tommy Casmer, and my late grandmother was Sadie Leonard. Both sets of my grandparents survived the Great Flu of 1918-1919. My late dad, Clarence Jules, was a former band counselor and chief of Tecumseh to Secwepemc for many years, and he won an award for Canada for his life's work. My mom, who is still with us, is married Dolores Jules, and she started the Kamloops Powwow over 40 years ago, and she won the Silver Jubilee Award in Kamloops for her life's work. For the TRU Graduate Convocation, I am welcoming you to the ancestral lands of the Tecumseh to Secwepemc people, who have been the caretakers of this land since time immemorial. And one of the prayers that you can say every morning to help you with each day as you stand firmly with your feet on Mother Earth. Use your 5 senses to give thanks to our Creator of all good things. Give thanks for all the beauty that you see with your eyes. Give thanks for all the sounds that you hear with your ears. Give thanks for all the scents that you smell with your nose. Give thanks for the tastes that you taste with your mouth. And for all the things that you feel, the sun, the wind, the rain, the snow, the warmth, and the cold. I pray that every morning you will continue to be open to your senses and acknowledge the gifts of creation. Release your negative thoughts and feelings and leave it behind by brushing the dust of it from your feet. Now you are ready to step into the gift of a new day, full of hope, promise, and potential. Give thanks for the gift of this new day, which the Creator of all good things has given to us. And I pray that you will continue to grow and flourish in your journey of life. Be safe, be kind, be the change that you wish to make in the world. And with the 215 ancestral remains that have been found in our community, I pray that for all people in the world, that they will truly love and respect themselves, that this will be a lesson for all races, the red, the yellow, the black, and the white, that no one is superior to the other, that everyone deserves love and respect and kindness. And I pray that we'll continue that way in our life, and that you'll teach that to your children, to always be loving in your heart to others, so that we'll end all of this hatred, and that we will always have love to give to everyone around us. These chooks. That is all. And I will sing you the welcome song. Just want to acknowledge my teacher of these songs, and that's be my grandmother, Mildred Goffredson. Her and my grandmother, Sadie Leonard, were first cousins. And when, with our kinship ties, your first cousins are your sisters, so she would be my grandmother. And then also with my Uncle Mitch. And when they did these songs, when we did many performances since we were really young, my Uncle Mitch always said that they had some Secwepemc words that went with this, and I lost all that when I went to the residential school, so I'm just trying to relearn. It says to welcome you to the beautiful mountains and to the beautiful lands and to the beautiful rivers and lakes that are here. Oh, these jokes.
Cook's Chat Cook Elder Dina. Chweenuk, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Christine Bovis-Knosson, and I am the Provost and Vice President Academic Research at Thompson Rivers University. And it is my absolute pleasure to be your MC for today's virtual ceremony. As I reflect on the past year, I am struck by how adaptable all of you have been throughout the final year of your studies at TRU. We are all impressed with your commitment to completing your credentials in far from usual circumstances. The life skills you have learned combined with your academic and practical skills will put you far ahead of my generation in terms of flexibility, grace under pressure, and maintaining a healthy balance and sense of humor. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Brett Fairburn, President and Vice Chancellor of Thompson Rivers University, who will welcome you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You made it. At this ceremony, you're leveling up. Your new university credential testifies to your learning and your achievement. Waitikakukwaitikapa. In the language of these lands, hello to each and every one of you. My name is Brett Fairburn, and I'm President and Vice Chancellor at Thompson Rivers University. You are graduating from a very special university, one rooted in the beautiful territory of Secwepemc. We take our inspiration and our colors from these lofty hills that are covered in sage and pine, and from the deep blue waters in the valleys. We honor Kamloops to Secwepemc as our first house within Secwepemc. They're our hosts for our Kamloops campus, and we honor Taochalch as our second house, hosts for our Williams Lake campus. We're located on their unceded ancestral lands. And from these lands, we serve students from nearby territories and from all over the world. That's you, all of you who are graduating today. This is a welcome time of success and celebration. It comes at the end of what's been an exhausting year for many. It's been a long 15 months of pandemic-related restrictions. In recent weeks, many in our community have been shaken. Discoveries at Kamloops to Secwepemc shone fresh light on Canada's residential school system, including tragedies and disappearances Indigenous communities have long known about. The news made the wounds and the hurt fresh for many. In times like these, a cause for celebration is welcome. And nothing is more worth celebrating than our hopes for our graduates, for your future lives, and the good that you will do in our communities. You've demonstrated hard work and determination to get to your goals. That's what's brought you to today, this culmination of your accomplishments. Perhaps it involved late nights of study, You may have been juggling work or care responsibilities along with your studies. Perhaps you moved away from home, or perhaps you wanted to move away and you couldn't. Maybe you had to get past that one special class or subject that was especially difficult. You got here to today because you met every challenge. Likely you did not do it alone. You had friends and family members supporting you and encouraging you along the way. Perhaps some of those friends and family members are with you now. Please take a moment to thank them from me. Or perhaps there's a favorite instructor or two who made a difference to you. Take a moment to think of them. Every year, there are a number of students who overcome exceptional personal challenges to achieve their degrees and certificates. With your hard work and your perseverance, you inspire all of us who work in higher education. Completing your studies is a milestone of your life. This is a hugely important moment for you and one that you will remember for all time. You'll remember your studies, your friends and your family, your convocation, and you'll remember the times in which you're graduating. People's experience is shaped by their times. My parents completed their studies in the aftermath of the Second World War. From those times, they carried with them a lifelong interest in ideas, politics, public affairs, law, and journalism. I finished university during the recession of the 1980s. That was a time of social and political strife, and I took with me a lifelong interest in community, democracy, and social movements. And you're graduating in memorable times. You will have stories for years to come about what you did during the pandemic of 2020, 2021, or maybe about what you didn't do. What will you remember about these times? And how will that memory shape what you do and what you experience next? You're graduating at a truly historic moment. And like a lot of historic moments, it hasn't been great for the people like you who've had to live through it. A lot of people have been sick or have had family members who were. Many businesses have been shut down and jobs have been lost. And pretty much everybody has missed out on social time, on the get-togethers of friends and family that mean so much to us and to our physical, social, and emotional and mental health. Health, jobs, socializing, competitive sports. So many facets of life have taken a hit this year. And it hasn't been equal for everybody. Young people have more keenly felt the restrictions and the job losses. As a group, women lost employment in a great many cases and took up greater caring responsibilities for others. Indigenous people, Black people, and others have generally had harder times in terms of jobs and health. The pandemic has contributed to rising levels of tension within and between countries, including more overt racism against people who are perceived to look foreign. From a global perspective, the past year has been something between a setback and a catastrophe. The Economist magazine estimated last month that so far there have been between 7 and 13 million excess deaths worldwide. That makes this pandemic the largest mass death episode in the 21st century. In Canada, more than 25,000 people have died from COVID-19. And some of you who are listening will be among those who are grieving family members, neighbors, and other acquaintances. I'm sorry for your loss. And it's not only that people have died. Over 130 million have been estimated to have been pushed into poverty worldwide. Health services have been disrupted around the world, causing so-called collateral damage of missed treatments for other diseases. Our drive to achieve sustainable development goals has been set back. The International Monetary Fund has estimated that the hit to the global economy will be $22 trillion in loss over 5 years. This might be the biggest moment of global crisis and change since my parents were in the Second World War. Those are the times that we are in, and we don't get to choose the times we're in. What matters is what you make of them, and that's why this convocation ceremony is a beacon of hope. What lessons will you take from these times that will help guide the rest of your life? We all learned many things during the pandemic. Like you, I had to become more comfortable with online learning and meetings. That may be a useful lifelong skill. I've learned how to find the button to turn the microphone on and off. At least most of the time. I still have some difficulty with that, even after 15 months. And I've learned how to manage when my cat interrupts my meeting. But I think there might be some larger themes to remember from times like these. And I'd like to suggest 3 things that you might consider when you look back on the present day from the vantage point of your future. The first theme is interconnectedness. You're graduating in a world that is globally interconnected as never before in human history. Both the COVID-19 pandemic and the vaccines that are ending the pandemic are examples of this. Diseases cross boundaries, and so the cures have to as well. It's a global challenge. And the pandemic illustrates interconnectedness in another way. The SARS-CoV-2 virus that causes COVID-19 is zoonotic in origin. And that means it comes from a class of viruses that mutate to cross over between animal and human populations. The virus is highly developed, but we have no immunity because humans have not had it before, only animals. So COVID-19 is an example of how the world of humans and the world of animals are interconnected. Our impacts on our environment help bring diseases like this one out. So our economy, our population, our environmental impact probably helped create this virus and will probably help create the next one like it. This pandemic is a deep, deep reminder of how we as humans are interconnected with each other and with all living things. And by the way, that deep view of interconnection is the guiding vision of our university. It's expressed in the Sequetmacene concept, Quetzalcoatl, that we are all related and interconnected with nature, with each other, and with all living things. There's a vision you might want to take with you wherever you go. I mentioned 3 themes. The second thing you might remember about these times in future years has to do with science. As we speak, a global pandemic is being stopped by amazing scientific discoveries that were deployed in a remarkably short period of time. Some of the vaccines being used around the world have been created by relatively conventional means, giving people inactivated virus to stimulate their immune systems. The Oxford AstraZeneca and the Johnson & Johnson vaccines are examples of a new category. They're created by inserting a distinctive spike protein from the COVID-19 virus into a different harmless virus. That exposure trains our bodies then to react to that distinctive spike without being exposed to the whole virus. Only a few vaccines have been made like that ever before. And the Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna vaccines are marvels of modern science. These are vaccines that distribute messenger RNA into our cells to program our cells to produce the antibodies that are needed. That RNA technology has been developed over a 30-year period, but never before licensed for use in humans. Vaccines like these represent the cutting edge of science. Dozens of vaccines have been created and developed in barely 6 months in 2020 on the basis of years of basic scientific research, of course, and are now being rolled out around the world. Wikipedia tells me that as of a few days ago, some 1.9 billion doses of these and other vaccines have so far been administered worldwide. All of this is nothing short of amazing. So science matters. Facts matter. Data matters. All of these things make a practical difference to our lives. Vaccines affect, and for the better, your near-term prospects as graduates. Science means you're graduating toward the end of a pandemic. The world is opening up for you again, and you're ready for it. But it's not only science that's beating the pandemic, it's also you and me and us. In the last year, we've learned to use our judgment together to protect the vulnerable people in our communities. And we did this because of values. And values are a third thing to remember from these times. That's why we kept physical distance, washed our hands, wore our masks, isolated when we were not feeling well. And we're still doing all of that for now. Especially here in BC, People have done these things consistently and well. And that, in addition to vaccination, is what's been driving our case numbers down. This isn't just about individual choices. People don't follow norms and rules unless they trust that other people will do so too. So we've had to develop our trust in one another. Hard times don't produce mean people. Usually, they have the opposite effect. This pandemic has caused people to appreciate community in new ways. More people understand than ever before that there is no quality of life for individuals without quality of life for communities and for everybody in the communities. It's not an accident that the pandemic has seen a surge in the demand and drive for equity and inclusion. Those too are human and community values to remember. Medical doctor and commentator Dr. Radha Moghil recently identified 4 values that we've relied on together during this pandemic. First, respect, or in other words, consideration and showing a sense of regard for others and for ourselves. Respect includes respecting science, respecting caution, not going overboard one way or the other. And second, patience. Need I say more? Third, honesty. Think about who you've trusted during this pandemic. I bet it was people who were honest with you. Remember that and be honest with others. And finally, kindness. We've heard about that almost every week from BC's Public Health Officer, Dr. Bonnie Henry. Respect, patience, honesty, kindness. Powerful lessons for life. Those kind of community and human values are another thing to remember from these times. Graduates, you're moving forward into a time of interconnectedness, of science, a time of rediscovery of values of community and of inclusion. And most of all, you're graduating because of all these factors into a world that is opening up. All of this makes your education, your graduation, even more important. You've set yourself up in the best possible way for the opportunities in this changed and changing world. It won't be easy, but don't get discouraged. There are many paths to follow and many kinds of success. You're stronger than you think you are. You've already dealt with a pandemic. You've stayed engaged despite all the worries and all the challenges. You completed your studies. You're graduating, I've said, from a very special university, and I encourage you to take with you, wherever you go, the spirit of TRU. That's the spirit of Quetzalcoatlus, of interconnectedness, the spirit of science and of data, the spirit of community and of inclusion. And once again, congratulations, graduates. You did it.
I now call upon the Chancellor, Nathan Matthew, to say a few words and to formally award the degrees, diplomas, and certificates.
Congratulations, graduates. I am honored to recognize your achievements at Thompson Rivers University as you celebrate your accomplishments with family and friends. Once again, as per COVID-19 restrictions, I am pleased to recognize your graduation virtually. COVID-19 reminds us that we are an interdependent global society. As a TRU graduate, you are better equipped to take on the challenges that face you in taking care of ourselves, one another, and the planet. The skills and knowledge you've gained and the values you represent will influence the people around you. Many of you will be embarking on new careers and new experiences, on further scholarship and grand adventures. You've worked hard. As you prepare for the next stage, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come and where you want to go next. Pursue your passions. Commit to lifelong learning. Thompson Rivers University is your alma mater and will remain for you a place of engagement, of learning, connection. Regardless of where your journey takes you, you are a member of the TRU family. Stay in touch. Again, congratulations. I wish you health and continued success on the path you have chosen to travel. By the powers vested in me as Chancellor of Thompson Rivers University, I confer the certificates, diplomas, and degrees with all the consequent privileges and responsibilities, in absentia to our graduates today.
Skyla and Matthijs, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Leanne Lindsay McBride, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Alexander Leonard Butcher, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Caitlin Rose Cordonier, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sophia Grace Schrottner, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Benjamin Aldrich Tepkama, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Devin Andrew Bishop, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Taylor Faye Weir, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Ramandeep Kaur Mahal, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Chantal Cheyenne Husa, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Carly Mcintyre, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Tamara Christine Tashlakowicz, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Angela Dawn Gilbert, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Laura Lee Bernadette Consalvo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Lisa Bonang, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jean-Luc LaRouche, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Andrea Dominique Morello, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Taylor Julia May Matias, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Avery Marshall, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Levi Thomas Manson, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Global Competency, Leadership in Environmental Sustainability. Healy Stacey, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Pei Van Tajadini, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Catherine Marion Smolik, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Rebecca Lauren Domes, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sung Hwan Lee, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Global Competency. Krista Dawn Howell, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sheeta Nirenda, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jennifer Amy Musey, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Chantel Rose Forrest, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Julia Therese Handley, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Kylie Brianne Jensen, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Autumn Culver, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Zainab Bisorla Aladapur, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Robin Marie Price, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sage Alexandra Phillips, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Brittany Rayanna Jennifer Wurstiuk, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Stephanie Milliken, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Cody Lewis Lawseth McGinnis, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jordan Tegan Dennis, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Brenna Lynn Worsfold, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Maninder Singh Tahara, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Cassidy Alexandra Frazier, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Tina Anya Schult, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Hyun Jun Lee, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Haley Mieko Motokado, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. George Daniel Alexo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Brianne Marie Fisher, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Janelle Hannah Lockwood, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Robert Thomas Neal, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sydney Gina Madsen Deverale, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Julia Miriam Baldwin Lowe, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Mackenzie Dawn Byers, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Hannah Renee Beakey, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Roba Hussein Wada, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Madison Page Mara, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Coral Lee Dawn Antea, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Linda Moyudik Pegba, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Alexandria Diane Robertson, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jessica Bailey Raimondo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Abby Lynn Swanson, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jillian Alana Penner, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Hannah Marie Sears-Potowski, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jessica Beverly Brigitta Gutierrez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Global Competency. Suzanne Victoria Paul, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Jill Amber Zoe Sabo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Irene Julia Vergichik, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Kaylee Broles, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Olivia Marie Camposano, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Carly Christina Hill, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Rob Deep Singh Ryer, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Michael Tran, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Josephine Grace Hallam, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Kyra Lee Rumming, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sharon Singh, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Amrit Harbans Singh, Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Amanda Lynn Simons, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Alia Rhiannon Cruz, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Lindsay Elizabeth Joanne Warren Edwards, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Susan Carol Kopek, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Wendy Lynn McLean, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Christopher James Roskell, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Anona Yvonne Barnhart, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Linda Marie Black, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Felicia Marie Alec, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Zoe Lucia Pagnotta, Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Danielle Marie Prince. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Mia Catherine Poplaton. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Paulette Suzanne Pitcher. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Shalana Lee Knudsen. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Sarah Lynn Robertson. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Karina Janelle Ross. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Shania Joy Cook. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Janine Cheryl Johnson. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Carrie Ann Durbin. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Cameron Carmela Grace Chirulo. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Coraline Robin Fair. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Lothar Hellwing. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Amber Lynn Allen. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Sarah Janine Spencer. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Armin Kaur Matu. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Caitlin Mary Kurupis. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Catherine Kelly. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. A. Kyung Lim. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Kaya Olak. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Liberty Guerrero. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Jasmine Gallant. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Mackenzie Lee Hordos. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Tui Mai Linda Nguyen. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Janice Timuat. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Hannah Rahatan. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Caitlin Robertson. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Marlena Marie Bremner. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Brittany Laureen Bixby. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Tiffany Barbara Bixby. Healthcare Assistant Certificate. Adigo Angela Ashobo Majali. Master of Nursing Degree. Zoe Bradshaw. Master of Nursing Degree. Girdle Reet Kaur. Master of Nursing Degree. Satvar Kaur. Master of Nursing Degree. Faith Abimbala Olarantag. Master of Nursing Degree. Prabjoth Kaur. Practical Nurse Diploma. Yushi Cho. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Tara Lindsay Small. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Noel Reza Cabellon. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Hillary Amanda Poltzer. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Linda Jennifer Sahelka. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Christina Tatiana Marin. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Crystal Patience. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Catherine Longool. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Linda Louise Zapf. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Priya Ramesh. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Anjum Faisal Buddha. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Aksha Thomas Manamkaril. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. John Omajimi T. Agoy. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Jamie Marie Yusin. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Aresh Flora Guipo Lichuanas. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Christina Kakada Verghese. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Jasmine Jossi. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Janet Muthoni Wanjogi. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Lida Larson. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Manpreet Kaur Manhez. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Giovanni Solomon Tibia. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate.
Thanks, dear you. God bless.
Elaine de Los Reyes. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Mira Sarasakumari. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Johanna Muriel Encheta. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Maif Kwanan Ibones. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Manju Matai. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Maria Jerlin Loreto Gualberto. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Samuel Jr. Wong Dagoe. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Al Yumer Garcia. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Jesslyn Jacob. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Emmanuel Lienko Alatag Tag. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Masako Izutsu. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Somia Roy. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Anu Teresa Tom. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Rose and Vila Peralta. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Jean Chakalakal Joseph. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Darren Noine Constantino. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Nice Matthew. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Shurji Aliama Matthew. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Joanne Ascalon. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Edeline Perez Sarangan. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Fatimo Olamide Bouari. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate.
Congratulations to myself and my colleagues, the graduates, and I want to say a big thank you to my family, especially my son. You're wonderful.
Manju Prathish Matthew. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Samantha Timi Taguchi Matsumoto. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Jane Tanjuakio Miguel. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Major Malala Rabanes. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Usha Pant. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Mary Chris Callian Villegas. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Bianca Rose Cooper. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Catherine Nyenhuis. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Simrat Dhaliwal. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Roslyn Malanarayan. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. K. Ryan. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Flory Mesa Rezo. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Pamela Philam Maricido Pinalai. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Zara Delpazand. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Layla Mosadeghi. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate.
I'm so grateful to get my nursing degree in 2020, and I'd like to thank my husband and my kids and mom and dad.
Cesar Archibaldo Foreste Ornelas. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Jasper Christian Darantino Macabolos. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate.
Finally, a graduate of Thompson Rivers University. So proud to be part of the Wolfpack.
Michael Collado Kale. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Razel May Sievert. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Justina John. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Binitha Verghese. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate. Grace Wanjiko Kamani. Return to Registered Nurse Practice Certificate.
Thank you everyone who supported me in this journey, my parents, my son, my friends, and Cherry Fraternity. God bless you. I made it.
Honourable Chancellor, the Lieutenant Governor's Medal goes to the eligible graduating student who has achieved the highest grade point average over the assessment period. The Lieutenant Governor's Medal is awarded to Jessica Beverly Brigitte Gauthier. Jessica Beverly Brigitte Gauthier pursued a multitude of experiences during her Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree, culminating in a research project focusing on nursing students' identification of quality indicators during a third-year summer preceptorship. She volunteered for the Canadian Nursing Students Association, serving as Associate Delegate and Treasurer, Community and Public Health Committee Chair, and Director of Membership Development. She also served on the Nurses and Nurse Practitioner of BC's board, serving as a student director, and has also been actively involved in several TRU clubs. Her scholarships and awards include the CEIU, the Mildred Lee Memorial Nursing Award, the Elvin and Lydia Grunart Award, and the Rotary Daybreak Scholarships. She has also received the Trusu Award of Excellence in Student Advocacy, an Undergraduate Research Experience Award Program, the BCNU Education Bursary, the CNF Foundation Award, a Global Nursing Award, and the Azar Mazi Award for Social Justice. Jessica is currently working at the Royal Inland Hospital and sees her potential in nursing as limitless. She hopes to explore cardiac or critical care, international nursing, and public health. Congratulations, Jessica, and all of the very best for your future. Honourable Chancellor, the TRU Medal in Nursing goes to the eligible graduating student who has achieved the highest grade point average over the assessment period. The TRU Medal in Nursing is awarded to Abby Swanson. A desire to provide care when people need it most inspired Abby Swanson to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing program. She took a keen interest in studying pathophysiology, learning how nurses work with pharmacologists on different diseases and conditions, and practicing how to provide appropriate nursing care for each patient. Abby was awarded the Alan Shaver Scholarship and spent time in the TRU School of Nursing Peer Mentorship Program. She currently works as a cardiac surgical nurse at St. Paul's Hospital and plans to become a cardiac surgery intensive care unit nurse and eventually a cardiac surgery intensive care unit nurse practitioner. Abby intends to attend graduate school and obtain a PhD. She hopes to teach the healthcare workers of tomorrow at the TRU School of Nursing whilst continuing her nursing practice. Congratulations, Abby, and all of the very best for your future endeavors.
Hello, my name is Rani Srivastava, and I have the privilege of being the Dean for the School of Nursing here at Thompson Rivers University. I'm so pleased to be part of this virtual Convocation celebration, and just to say a few words to our graduates and their families. I want to begin with a big congratulations and a thank you to our graduates, but also to their families. Thank you to the parents, the grandparents, the siblings, the partners, the children, and all of the many family and friends who have supported our graduates through their education. To our graduates, a huge congratulations. You did it. Congratulations on completing your program and embarking on the next chapter of your professional journey. I hope you will have opportunity to reflect with pride on all of your achievements and take the time to celebrate. I know that the journey to get here was not always easy, particularly over this past year with all of the complexities that got added on with the pandemic. And your success today speaks to your passion, your commitment, your resilience, and your adaptability. All of these skills will be necessary as you embark on your future journey. It's hard to get a sense of the magnitude of the convocation in this virtual format, so I thought I'd share some numbers with you. For spring 2021, the School of Nursing graduate profile looks like this. We have 75 people graduating from the BSN program, 5 people who are graduating with a Master's of Nursing degree, 39 graduates in the HCA program, 1 in the Practical Nursing program, and 64 people who are graduating from the Return to Registered Nurse program. All in all, what an amazing contribution to the healthcare professions and to the community in our province and in our country. Congratulations to all of you. It is so thrilling for me to have such numbers that reflect the breadth of our programs. Collectively, you're joining the healthcare workforce at a time of great need and challenge. You have the power to make a difference to the lives of individual people, to the families, as well as to the communities, and I wish you all the best. Your work will be meaningful, and I'm confident it will bring you tremendous satisfaction and joy, and a few times heartache. The challenges will be there. There will be days you will be exhausted. There will be days you will be saddened. The post-pandemic world will bring its own needs and challenges that we are just starting to guess about. Remember to take care of yourself. Remember the adaptability and the flexibility that has gotten you through this is what's going to keep you sustained and moving forward. Seek out your colleagues and your mentors and your supporters. Remember to both ask for help and offer help to those who may be struggling. As you leave Thompson Rivers University School of Nursing, please know that your faculty are always there with you. We are excited for you and cheering you on. Keep in touch. Reach out when you need. Wherever you go, know that the TRU values and legacy and the support of all of us from the School of Nursing is with you. Once again, my heartiest congratulations, best wishes for today, and have some amazing celebrations. It is my pleasure to introduce our valedictorian, Mackenzie Dawn Byers. Mackenzie Byers graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program. Mackenzie excelled in many extracurricular activities, including secretary and 3-term president of the Nursing Undergraduate Society, vice president internal for the TRU Student Union, and 2-time captain of the Wolfpack cheerleading team. She earned the TRU Ambassador's Entrance Scholarship, Dr. Chinema Nursing Excellence Scholarship in 2019, Scholastic Athlete of the Year for the BC Cheerleading Association in 2020, and Wolfpack Cheerleading Top Student Athlete GPA for the 2019-2020 season. Mackenzie particularly enjoyed the clinical experiences at the Royal Inland Hospital Maternity Ward Preceptorship. She is currently working at long-term care facility and looking forward to pursuing a Master's of Science in Nursing at UBC this fall. She aims to research for-profit and non-for-profit long-term care facilities and the healthcare outcomes of residents. She's inspired to work in long-term care facility management and to bring your experience as a nurse advocate for successful patient-centered care.
Good morning, friends, family, faculty, and the Thompson Rivers University Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduating class of 2021. Thank you for being a part of this virtual event. I'm saddened that we could not gather together on this special day and say our final goodbyes face to face. I'm so thankful to have had the opportunity to get to know each and every one of you throughout our 4 years at TRU. I'm sure many of you experienced that anticlimactic feeling when you walked out of the hospital on your final day of your preceptorship. And maybe even now, it still does not feel real that your time as an undergraduate student has come to an end. I know that this is how I've felt. Although we are not walking across the stage today, I hope that you'll join me in wearing your graduation cap and soaking in this moment as you relish in what you have accomplished over these last 4 years. We're nurses now, flying solo with our patient assignments, no one to check all of our medications, stare us down while we do dressing changes, or sign off on our charting. We've made it. Now, let's take a trip back to first year, a time when this graduation day felt light years away. Reflect back on a time when we were first learning how to write an APA and getting a rude awakening from Dr. Buckley when we forgot a page number in a direct quote or narrowed our margins to meet the page count. Or remember the horrors that were biology exams. Those timers brought nothing but added stress. We also can't forget Laura and her puppy Scamp that would join our classes, and when we had our first patients at our manual blood pressure clinics around campus. First year seems like a lifetime ago, but also yesterday just the same. To think that during our time spent in nursing lab, we progressed from learning how to simply use lifts and brush each other's teeth to eventually learning how to insert catheters and G-tubes and administer IV medication. Although we may not always feel completely ready and competent during this new grad year, remember how far we've come, how much we already know, and how much time we have during our career to learn and perfect these skills. One thing I'm sure that the majority of us will not miss about nursing school is the essays. If you're one of those people that had the power to finish these the week before, you're truly a superhuman in my eyes. Honestly, if you started the paper the week before, I am envious of you. I am one of those students who started my papers the night before 99% of the time, and I know that I wasn't alone in this. I'd come to class and I'd find out someone has yet to pick their topic for the paper due tomorrow, and somehow I'd walk out feeling like a scholar, even though I only had 2 sentences written myself. This is all because of a motto my boyfriend, who is a year ahead of me in nursing, told me in first year. You can't make diamonds without pressure. And it seems that I may have taken this a bit too seriously. But it served me well, and you know what, procrastinators? We made it too. Keeping with this procrastination theme, I know many of you spent late nights and early mornings during exam week in HOL and Old Main classrooms, trying to cram in that last bit of pharmacology and pathophysiology knowledge. One fond memory I have of a time procrastination was taken a bit far was when Katie and I stayed up all night before our patho final exam in 3rd year and showed up to the exam in our matching pajamas. Thankfully, Candace provided cupcakes. What amazing professors we had during our degree. The TRU School of Nursing profs want to see their students succeed and enjoy their time as nursing students. They'd stay late after class, come in for office hours, provide much needed physical, mental, and emotional support in clinical rotations, and they even volunteered at our annual nurses ball. What incredible individuals. Thank you all so much. Also, a big thank you to our preceptors who took us on as students when their workloads were already barely manageable and truly shaped us into the independent and competent nurses who are entering the healthcare workforce now. We also could not have completed this journey without the support of our family and friends. If this were a regular ceremony, I'd take this time to give the amazing supporters in our lives a big round of applause. But since most of you are probably watching this at home, snuggled up on the couch beside them, give them a big hug to show your appreciation. Or if you're like me and work today and are watching this from the hospital break room, in between bites of your lunch, shoot those loved ones a text to show your appreciation. Every one of you should feel so proud of yourself right now. You not only finished your bachelor's degree and are now a nurse, but you also did all of this during a pandemic. Wow. I know that everyone had different circumstances before and during nursing school. Some, like me, came straight out of high school, while others had previous degrees or completely different careers. Some of our graduating class are parents or even had children during our 4 years. You're amazing. And some fell upon harder times during their degree or even experienced loss, and truly my heart goes out to you. You are all strong individuals, and I cannot wait to see where your nursing career takes you. A reminder to take care of yourself over this next year. The overtime money may seem like a dream after living the student life, but don't forget to prioritize your sleep, health, and overall happiness. I wish you all the best, and congratulations again to the graduation class of 2021. We are the future of healthcare.
At this point in the ceremony, I would like to call upon TRU Alumni Manager, Mr. Dustin Mcintyre, to welcome you as TRU's newest alumni.
Hello, graduates, and welcome to the TRU alumni community. On behalf of all TRU alumni, I want to offer you my sincerest congratulations on what you've accomplished. I also want to thank your friends, family, professors, staff, and everyone else who supported you along the way. I am thrilled that your name sits among the more than 60,000 Caribou College, UCC, and TRU alumni in a truly global community over a 50-year storied history. Now more than ever, I encourage you to take the time and thank those who supported you and helped you along this remarkable experience. Take a moment to reflect on what it took you to get here and be excited about the next step in your journey. Your foundation is strong, and it'll carry you to wherever you'd like to go. Many of you will be continuing on with your educational journey, many more entering the workforce, and some of you will take a completely different journey. But right now in this moment, you are all here together to celebrate. Enjoy being a lifelong learner and embrace sharing your experiences and covet your time here. I encourage you to stay in touch with the TRU Alumni Office. Share your stories and celebrations. We want to celebrate with you. Your journey and time at TRU is unique and special. You are now a TRU alumni. So again, welcome to the TRU alumni family. Congratulations on all you have accomplished, and thank you again.
As the ceremony comes to a close, I would like to add my own heartiest congratulations to the graduates on your success. One chapter of your life is closing and another is opening. Seize the opportunities that come your way. To our honorary doctorates, to our professors and educators emeritus, congratulations to all of you. To Dr. Alan Shaver, mentor, academic, colleague, friend, and former president, warmest congratulations on becoming President Emeritus. This recognition is richly deserved. And for TRU's faculty and staff, congratulations and my everlasting gratitude to all of you for all of your hard work this past year and all that you have done to support student success. This ends TRU's virtual ceremony for Spring 2021 Convocation. I would like to thank all of you for watching today. Please enjoy the rest of your day and please look after yourselves and one another.